electronic attack on Sony Pictures. NBC News has confirmed the feds have determined who is to blame, and they are ready to name North Korea as the instigators of this. The news comes as the studio has pulled out of the Christmas Day release of the film The Interview, the movie that sparked the threats of violence. NBC's Joe Fryer in our LA newsroom tonight with late details. Hey, Joe, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. U.S. officials tell NBC News the hacking attack originated outside North Korea, but they believe the individuals behind it were acting on orders from the North Koreans. One U.S. government source says, "We have found linkage to the North Korean government." And today, in the wake of all this, The Interview's Christmas release was canceled.
If that ain't a real story, what is?
After the country's biggest movie chains announced they would not be showing The Interview next week, Sony Pictures declared it won't move forward with the film's Christmas release, saying, "We respect and understand our partner's decision and, of course, completely share their paramount interest in the safety of employees and theatergoers."
This news that Sony's decided to pull the release of the film is really shocking. I mean, all of this is entirely unprecedented.
Earlier today, 5 major theater chains announced they were holding off on the film: Regal, AMC, Cinemark, Carmike, and Cineplex. In a statement, Regal cited wavering support of the film The Interview by Sony Pictures, as well as the ambiguous nature of any real or perceived security threats.
It stinks for people that actually want to see the film and are looking forward to it.
Hello, North Korea!
The hackers who infiltrated Sony Pictures have said they want to stop the release of The Interview, a comedy about a plot to assassinate North Korea's leader. In a threat to theaters showing the film, the hackers wrote, "The world will be full of fear. Remember the 11th of September, 2001. The Department of Homeland Security says there's no credible intelligence to indicate a plot against movie theaters, but the chains didn't want to take the chance.
You're looking at a loss to Sony of upwards of $50 million in theatrical revenues that they otherwise would have received.
Today, Hollywood power player Judd Apatow tweeted, "I think it is disgraceful that these theaters are not showing The Interview. Will they pull any movie that gets an anonymous threat now?" As for Sony, the company says, "We stand by our filmmakers and their right to free expression and are extremely disappointed by this outcome." The wording of Sony's announcement leaves open the possibility The Interview could be released in some form down the road. But, Brian, that may hinge on what happens with the ongoing investigation into this cyber attack.
Joe Fryer in our LA newsroom tonight. Joe, thanks.